Alrighty, how are you doing, folks? What do we have here? We have amazing natural beauty. Winter at its best. Everything frozen. Look at that. So, I'm not in a forest today. This is just a regular Rovaniemi neighborhood. Well, we are very sparsely populated, so there are not many things like houses around here. Well, there are some. But even like a city neighborhood looks so awesome with all that snow. And we've been having quite cold temperature lately. Down to minus 25 degrees, minus 20 as well. Today it's a little bit warmer. It's only like, was it minus 8, minus 10, something like that. So minus 10 is warm. But look at that. We also had fresh snow coming overnight. So now there is even more snow on the trees. Like they're so fluffy and thick with snow. How amazing is that? And this alley just looks so beautiful with the birch trees. Hello, Margaret. Hope you're doing good. This is how a regular city street looks like. Amazing. Like a frozen boulevard or something. I'm enjoying it so much. This is not how it always looks. If there will be wind, so the trees will go dark again, there won't be snow. But usually at this time of the year, early January, sometimes early February, there is this kind of still weather. There is no wind, there is just frost. So there is enough time for the snow to be collected on the trees like that. And as you can feel now, it's like total calmness of nature. It's like there's nothing happening. It's all so quiet and, frozen. So that's probably my favorite time of the year because of this winter beauty. In January and February. Later in end February and March we have winds. So they might do a little damage to the snow on the trees, but of course there's just enormous amounts of snow anywhere on the ground and stuff like that. I think we are arriving to about 35 centimeters of snow, maybe even more. And this is how much fresh snow we got overnight. So at least a decent like 5 centimeters, at least that, so 2 or 3 inches easily. And this place over here, it's actually a local heritage museum. So they have collected some buildings from the old era. These are like barns for stuff to be collected, like agricultural products, hay or whatnot. There's also some kind of barn, so this is like a more hay barn. And here you have like the old houses from the late century, the 19th century or early 20th century. So this is actually a museum that you can visit. I'm not sure if it's open for visitation now. I'm just wandering around the neighborhood of Rovaniemi. But this is also a place to visit. And if you've been following some of our streams, at least on Facebook, we did a stream from the summer here when we celebrated Midsummer Day at this very spot half a year ago or even more, when it was all green, looking good and lovely. So there was lots of games here. There was a flag put up and there was some music. There were people selling local goods. So that was quite cool. So now it's all snowed up. So I'm gonna go and continue the walk just in the neighborhood. These are quite interesting. These are to make, flour. The big chunks of rock, so to be spinned, so they would make flour out of wheat and whatnot. So very simple, guys. This is just our city in its winter coat, in its winter attire. This is so amazing. In summer, these trees, these silver birch trees, they are filled with green leaves, and here we have lots of cool hay and stuff like that. But look at it now, it's such a different picture. Actually, I think I kind of prefer the birch trees in its winter mode, full of snow than full of leaves, because this is just so magical. Oh, and there is snow cleaning going on, because there was lots of snow coming overnight, and there is this dude who had to go away from the road to give this tractor some way that he can clean. Amazing. So slowly we can experience an increase of light. I mean, I start to feel it just a bit. So about 2 weeks ago it would be already dark at this time of the day. It's I think it's 2 p.m. here. The sunset is already done. The sun is already down, so it will eventually get darker in about 1 hour. So now we get darkness about 3:30, 4 p.m. when 3 weeks ago it was already by 3 p.m. we had darkness. So there is a little increase of light, not a major one, but a little, and I can feel that by just being outside at the same time now. And it's been quite cloudy. It's probably one of the cloudiest winters that I've experienced. And they're saying there is more snow to come in the next few days. Wow, look at that. Look at these amazing pine trees, spruce trees. This is so cool. This is so lovely. Wow, all frozen. It's like nature's art. A winter fairy tale. Wow. So amazing. And here we have again some more frozen birch trees carrying so much snow. Or actually first it was the frost, and then when the frost was glued to the branches, there was some more surface, landing surface for the snow. So now there is natural snowfall collecting also on the branches. Quite cool. And by the way, here we have a very interesting place. Do you have any idea what it is? It's mainly used in the summer. This is a public place where locals can come and do a certain thing. Wow, look at all the snow. Well, anyway, first they do a certain thing here, and then they put these things over there. So any ideas? Well, I will spare you the guessing. This is a rug washing place. That's right. Locals can come with their dirty rugs. They can use some water here. They can wash their rugs over here in these bins, and then they can put their rugs to dry over here. How cool is that? So Finland has many of these rug washing places, and this is just a local place. And I've seen people washing rugs here. This is much more convenient than doing it at home, especially if you are in an apartment building. And wow, there is some more magical winter trees here. And by the way, here we have the river bank of river Kemijoki. So this is all ice behind the branches. This is river Kemijoki from here to there, so quite a big river. Alrighty, let's move along. So this is Alex on another live video here for our fans on YouTube. I hope you're having a very good year. Certainly it's a great year here in terms of the weather. A couple of nights ago I went to Utsjoki, which is a long way from here. There was nice aurora activity, but it was very cloudy everywhere else except this very northern part of Finland. So I went to the most northern tip of Finland to witness northern lights with my friend Ryan at Aurora Holidays company, and they are very conveniently situated on the shore of Teno River, so they have amazing view, a front seat view for the northern lights. And I've been streaming northern lights on these channels. There are 3 streams because it was cut in bits, so you can later check out these northern lights streams that I did. And I'm anxious to do more. I'm anxious to do more northern lights streaming because this is so exciting to make it happen with you guys. And here we have some more snowy trees. Wow, look at that. This is so cool. This is not like even a forest, this is just a city. You know, there is a motorway or some local road of sorts. And when you're commuting, you can enjoy these wonderful views. It's like, it's truly the best time of the year for me. The only thing I miss is a little bit of sunlight. If you would have a really even colder weather than today, so today it's -8 to -10, and they are saying that it's gonna be first more snow and then frosty weather. So I'm hoping we will see some sunlight, and when we have sunlight or at least clear skies, then all this snow basically comes alive. You know, there is all of a sudden a display of color, and not just, you know, gray color like we have now everywhere. Of course, it's also quite cool like that, but a little bit of snow and then we will be basically set for really good landscapes, even here in the city area. And by the way, here you have a tunnel for snowmobiles, so people who are snowmobiling, then they can come from Frozen Lake, which is over there, and there is a road into another part of the area. They can snowmobile this way, and they can enter the river, which is like a highway for snowmobiling. Because it's frozen and it's flat, you can go almost anywhere on snowmobiles. I think especially now when it starts to get really frozen. So here they even have a map for snowmobile routes. We are somewhere here in the city center area, but all of these blue lines, they represent snowmobile routes. So basically you can commute to another city with these snowmobile routes. So with this tunnel you can go this area, so you can go this way, or you can just go here on the frozen river and go towards the city center this way, or go this way. So now I'm on a frozen ice, and as you can see there's plenty of ice here, so it's deep frozen now. It's totally safe to go, because the snowmobiles have already passed, and actually later in winter they even make a cross-country track near this shore. So there is like this big machine which makes a track from the city center around this neighborhood and going back there, and that's what I sometimes do, go skiing there as well on the ice. So quite a different view we have now compared to the summer, because I remember live streaming in summer from these places. Of course I could not go here on the ice, but anyway, some people really do commute on snowmobiles because it's easier for them. It might be even shorter than going around places, and now when we have ice everywhere on rivers and lakes, you can use them to go around for fun or just commuting. That's how it is. Wow, look at that, so much snow. So let's go on. So we are 2.5 kilometers from the city center. Not bad. Only 2.5 kilometers away and you are in this kind of semi-rural area with this great pathway between the amazing birch trees. So all of a sudden I start feeling cold. Maybe it's really getting colder, like there is I just felt this kind of wave of cold. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being outside now for a couple of, for some time, but I just felt it. What the heck is that? There's whoa, that is a very cool way to commute. Nice. Maybe I should get one of these things and do live videos like that will be a little faster. I could move around with speed and show you more of the city. But on the other hand, I've also tried to walk slower than I usually walk, because it will make it better for you to see the details, because it's one thing to experience this place with all your senses. You can look anywhere you like, you can feel fresh air, you can feel cold, you can smell fresh air, and it's totally different when you're just looking through the screen. So I try to slow down a little bit so you have more time to see what's happening. So this is how I commuted for many years as well, just on the bike, even in winter times, before I got the car. Of course, with the car it's so much easier. But I've commuted to work or going to the groceries or even going Northern Lights in minus temperatures on my bike for many years, and it was fine. Of course, now I'm having a bigger belly because I mainly commute by car, but I sometimes go cross-country skiing as well. Actually, our city has lots of cross-country tracks and many cool places to go cross-country to choose from, but I've been quite busy lately. One of the reasons is that when it's daylight I try to go live streaming outside, because when it's dark there is not much opportunity to live stream from the city, well, except if we have Northern Lights, which is of course not nearly every night, unfortunately. So we had some good Northern Lights activity, but it's been quite cloudy like that. Well, you can see basically it's quite cloudy. I saw a little bit of light over there. This is the south, so I saw a little bit of light there, but now it's all gone. Now it's cloudy again. But that's how life is. You gotta enjoy any weather, and certainly these views are not bad at all. I guess we are approaching rush hour, so people going away from their jobs, so all of a sudden there is lots of cars, but I assure you this is much more busy sounding than it usually is. Normally we have like a rush hour in the morning at like 7-8 p.m. and then starting like 2, 3, 4 p.m. but usually it's very quiet with very few cars. And here on the other side we also have a bunch of frozen trees. I mean, this is just ordinary trees, this is not a forest, but it looks so cool. Looks totally amazing. So there we have probably one of my favorite spots in this neighborhood. Where the trees grow so very close to the road, so you're like in a fairy tale. It's also quite cool in summer when we have the early leaves coming. And that puts us around June when we have fresh leaves. So we're about 6 months away from having summer leaves. Well, maybe 5.5 months, depending on the spring. So there's some dude commuting over here. Wow, just look at that. This is so amazing. This is so cool. I hope it stays that way for a longer time. Now when it's quiet and no wind, the snow just keeps piling and piling and piling on to these trees. And the cold weather keeps it also quite intact on place. So hopefully no winds and no warm weather. So this is it. This is my favorite part of this neighborhood, when you are in a kind of fairy tale forest of birch trees which are everywhere. Actually, we also do have wild raspberry growing in these bushes over here, and some locals even come and collect them. How cool is that? And we're actually quite near the shore of the river, so this is ice over there, covered by snow. So this is like a cool place. Wow, look at that. It's unbelievable how much snow there is on these branches. I mean, the branches are so thin. They're like 5-8 millimeters thick, and then you have like a couple of centimeters or like even an inch of snow attached to them. It's so beautiful. I mean, I cannot even understand why it happens like this. When like there is a cold weather and it's also a bit moist, so the cold air makes the moisture evaporate and attach to the branches. This is quite astonishing. It's like some kind of Arctic jungle, in jungle we have this trees and branches that are just pouring from the top, and here we have the same thing, but with the snowy branches. Look at that. So cool. And hello back to Margaret. Thanks for loving the birch trees. What time is it out there on the other half of the world? Now here it is 2:30 p.m. I think we are approaching 2:30. I guess it's very early on the other side. Look at that. So cool. "7:45 a.m. Wow, this is quite early. I usually wake up very late because I'm used to spending nights outside waiting for the northern lights and driving back home and whatnot. Oh, and here we have some open water because there is water coming from the nearby lake, which is frozen, via this little kind of gorge or mini river going into this big river over here. And by the way, if you've been watching our channels regularly, you can also find another live video where I show you these piles of ice. When they came in November, they all got stuck here, like very high, and we had real mountains of ice. Now they have been tamed down a little bit. They are kind of, disappearing under the snow and everything. But you can find a fresh video when I'm walking in this area in November, when all this ice, it got broken upstream and then it got piled up on these shores over here, like really huge piles, size of a minivan. Now they just sunk down a little bit over there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this stream from Lapland, Finland. You can see it's very beautiful here. And what I'm planning to do, I think I'll just go and explore some random neighborhoods of Rovaniemi, so there is some fresh things for you to see, because we have many beautiful neighborhoods, and I think it's kind of cool to do this kind of urban exploration of our city and show you new things that you haven't seen. I'll try to do it on a regular basis as much as I have time. So I hope this will be something that you will enjoy as well. And yeah, I hope that you have a good day, and we'll see you on the next stream on this channel and on our other channels as well. So thanks, Margaret, and thanks all the others who've been watching, and keep on smiling and listen to your heart and all this good stuff. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.